The split moon miracle from other nations' history. The split moon of the Madrid Codex and Persian manuscripts in and other nations. Sir John Eric Sidney Thompson, December 31, 1898 September 9, 1975, was an English archaeologist and Myconist epigrapher, regarded as the preeminent mid-20th century scholar of the pre-Columbian Maya civilization. He was generally known as J. Eric S. Thompson in print, and Eric Thompson to his colleagues. In the R?OS code, there are 4 pictures of the different ages of the sun. All show stones falling from the sky. The last version shows a mountain with flowers and fruit falling down on it. Without a doubt, we can call this mountain flower/fruit. There is a Persian manuscript illumination which shows a similar white mountain in the background and a mountain covered with flowers and fruit as veggies, and a weird gash in the earth behind a man who is looking at a split-faced moon similar to those found in the Madrid Codex on the top register of pages 91 to 92 and 93. 1. It appears that the Persians are making their own visual statement about the flower/fruit mountain where a meteorite stone egg fell to the earth and separated it from the white mountain with a sheer thrust. Those who traveled in ancient times knew of these differences and used both physical entertainment, i.e. acrobatics, dance, mime, puppetry and the paintbrush as their vehicles for transmitting the event portrayed in both manuscripts. For their personal safety, they used magic, which was no more than a primitive form of the very technology we use today. The event was seen, but by whom? Was it the Aztecs who saw it and recorded it for their university lessons in astronomy as the birth of the fifth sun? The Maya actually recorded the split moon in the tiny glyphs in the Madrid Codex as the tiny glyph shown above. At the very first instance of it on page 91 of the Madrid, it has what I believe to be the black viewing the stars bowl rim of obsidian to the left of it, and on top is a separate knotted bow tie. It is coupled with a dragon eye or the eye of the serpent, whichever way you want to read the strange upside down glyph immediately below it. This is reminiscent of the serpent with God El in its mouth, stretching out to fondle the very buxom moon goddess caught in the coils of the serpent. Not yet part of the tail of the serpent is the burning cigar in the forehead god Il far to the bottom right. See the 2 curved bases K 4485 and K 7838. Same part but different sizes. It can be seen in these bases. So, although present, a Il is not yet attached to the tail of the serpent. The conclusion that can be reached about this serpent connection is that, if it is archaeoastronomy, the moon goddess, making her rounds every 360 days, was entrapped in the coils of Draco, the constellation, until, in the Aztec story, during the birth of the fifth son to the human, who did not appreciate that the false sun stayed so close to the horizon, threw a rabbit at it to make it move. It is their version of why the rabbit is on the moon. One Maya clue is the face of the rabbit on Justin Kerr's vase K1208. In another Kerr vase, one will see that not only was the rabbit a new addition to the home of the moon goddess, but also the cosmic tree, probably the Milky Way, was new. Being held up to the mirror, the rabbit is shown where it was then now located, not how it was born. In agreement with that statement is vase K2772. It shows the same three women as in the so-called birth scene, but instead of a pregnant woman with two midwives, it shows that the palace of the moon is being shaken by a quake, indicated by the same question mark curls found in the ears of the split-faced moon. Rabbit and identified by Eric Thompson as a symbol of the moon goddess glyphs. This quake or catastrophe is well recorded worldwide, even in Peru, as the rebellion of the artifacts. The rabbit arrives later to view, in the mirror, the new star arrangement of the skies. Kerr's vase K4999. I almost ignored. It appears to be the oldest vase and in the worst condition, but it may be the place where the rabbit came from, the Blue Star Sky House. It was from here that Kawil became a cigar in the forehead fire entity, and the rabbit became the new timekeeper. What was the change? It probably was the difference between 360 days and 365.4 days. 3 The old calendar was no more.